Hi there, I'm Yvonne DeCellis coming to you on my channel in YouTube for Why Energy. This is not a walk and talk video. I know that those are not very popular and that this is just an energy healing and training channel, so that's what this is. I don't know if you can see me or not. I'm not going to be filming myself because I'm tired of people picking on me for wearing a mask. I am going to keep wearing a mask as long as I need to until I know things are safe. But anyway, this is just hopefully going to be a decent guided meditation video. It was requested. Someone asked me if I could do a guided meditation for them, and I'm going to make a quick try at it, but I did also recommend other videos for her to check out. But basically what you want to do is just make sure you concentrate on your breathing. You want to breathe deeply. When you breathe in, you want to have your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. And when you breathe out, if you want, you can let it drop. The most important thing is that your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth. When you're inhaling, you can let yourself rise up a little bit. And when you breathe out, make a whooshing sound with your breath, like a, or you can say om or sing. Just do whatever feels natural. Whatever feels right to you, that's what you should do. And you want to do the intentional breathing. The way that I learned to do it, that I found most relaxing, was to count breaths. So come up with a count. It may be distracting in the beginning, but after a while you can find a rhythm. Say, for example, take a breath in for like 5 to 6 seconds, hold it for a second, and then breathe out. And the breathing out should take about almost twice as long as the inhale. So find somewhere really comfortable to sit, or a couch or a bed you can lie down to, and start breathing in through the nose with your tongue at the roof of your mouth, and then out through the mouth. Let's do this again. I'm going to time it this time. So the breath in, and then hold it when you get to the top, and then after a moment, breathe out. And from the timed breathing, keep doing the timed breathing until you find a comfortable rhythm so that you don't have to keep counting, because having to keep counting can be very distracting. But the next move she showed us, besides the timed breathing, was breathing into the belly. So when you breathe in, your lower belly should eventually get bigger. I think when you breathe in, I think it starts at the chest and works its way down, and then the opposite happens when you breathe out, I believe. I could be wrong. But so again, you're going to breathe into your belly. So let's still use that timed count. Breathe in through the nose. And you might want to put your hand on your chest and one hand on your belly just to see. Pay attention to what rises when you breathe in and what drops down when you breathe out. But just try to envision. This is all a matter of intention. Just try to breathe into your belly. So again, breathe in and let your belly rise. Tongue still at the roof of the mouth, and then hold it for a second, and then breathe out through the mouth. Let's just take a couple more breaths like this. So in, hold it when you get to the top, and then breathe out through the mouth. I believe the next thing my CBT specialist had us do was visualization breathing. I'm not really going to go into that too heavily right now, but just allow yourself to breathe and be comfortable in your space. Let yourself sink down into whatever you are resting up against. Just envision yourself sinking down into wherever you're sitting. So, if, for example, if you're sitting on a couch, envision yourself sinking in through the couch down into Mother Earth. And just keep that breathing going for as long as you can. And as far as visualization goes, I think the best thing to do is try to think of the one place that makes you happy. Try to think of a place that makes you really, really happy. What I did when I was asked to do this was I pictured a place, a condo that I really, really want. I pictured myself living in the condo and being at the swimming pool. They have an indoor swimming pool. So I envisioned myself at the swimming pool, watching as the trains outside went by. So something like that. Just picture your ideal spot, the one place you would just love to be, and just imagine yourself there and imagine what it would feel like to be there. How are you feeling? What do you see? How does it smell? What does it feel like? Just try to concentrate on how you feel and realize that this is not necessarily an impossible thing that you're wishing for. And if you think it's impossible, I guess you need to ask yourself why. A lot of times we put ourselves down. More people put themselves down than the other way around. I mean, there are some people who are very narcissistic and they think very highly of themselves, but my experience is that most people are very self-deprecating. and they don't think they're worthy of what they want. They don't think they're worthy of a lot of money or a lot of fortune because they don't work hard enough, they don't deserve it. There's a lot of self-defeating thoughts that really give us trouble, because if you put yourself in that self-defeating mindset, you're really doing harm to yourself, because you've got to try to realize that there are people out there who are loaded, who are not good people, or they don't do good things. I shouldn't say they're not good people, but they don't do good things. And if they're able to get that stuff, then there's no reason you shouldn't be able to get it. So just remember, tell yourself, you're worth it. You're definitely worth it, and you're deserving. So just try to keep yourself in that spot where you are, where you're happy. Stay in that space. Just enjoy this time for yourself, just for some more minutes. And let's just do a couple more breaths. I'm just going to do the regular in and out. I'm not going to time it or anything. But again, in through the nose with the tongue at the roof of the mouth. If you can't do nasal and oral, if you can't switch from one to the other, that's not quite as important as keeping your tongue at the roof of your mouth. The reason you want to keep your tongue at the roof of your mouth is it helps with de-stressing, and it also helps prevent dry mouth. There's other reasons too. It also unlocks the passageways between the chakras and everything. There's a lot of good reasons for it, but for our intents and purposes, the main ones are to keep you focused on your breathing, to keep you calm and relaxed, and to keep your mouth from getting completely dried out. Anyway, I actually have to head back to my place now, but I did just want to do this quick video. I really hope this was helpful for you. If you know of anyone that this video might help, could you please send this to them? So once again, that was my really quick law of attraction meditation exercise. I really do hope that was helpful for you. And please don't forget, try not to put yourselves down. One of the most important statements a person can make is an I am statement. And I'm guilty of doing this too. I in the past have found myself saying, oh, I'm such an idiot, in response to doing something that's kind of dumb. And I'm trying very hard not to do that anymore, because when you say that, your brain hears you saying it, but it doesn't understand that you don't mean it. So try not to put yourself down. Try very hard not to. When I know it sounds kind of stupid or maybe a little hoodoo, but when I do that, on the rare occasions that I might say something like, oh God, I'm so stupid, I will stop and say, did I really just say that about myself? And then I apologize to myself. I apologize to my brain and I say, no, I'm not stupid. I just made a dumb mistake. That doesn't mean I'm stupid. So talk yourself up. Try to talk yourself up. You're your own best advocate right now when it comes to the law of attraction. Talk yourself up. Try to feel better about yourself. And if you're still feeling down and having problems, feel free to send me a message. We can talk, see if I can help you out somehow. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for coming and visiting my page. I also have a URL address, which is ydcdesigns.org. I teach classes. I will be doing more. I also base most of my videos on requests such as this one. So once again, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate you coming to visit. And I will be back as soon as I possibly can. Thank you so much once again. Namaste. Peace and light. Cheers.